Today I review the Astonishing Ant-Man number 5, Silk number 5, and Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat number 3. Hello, welcome to the show with reviews. I'm Auram, and today we're going to be reviewing 3 comics just like we do every week, so let's get started. First up is the Astonishing Ant-Man number 5, written by Nick Spencer with art by Ramon Rosales. This story is actually picking up pretty nicely here. It's getting a lot better than it was before, more interesting with Hench X and Hench 2.0 and all this stuff going on. It's a lot more interesting to me now. I'm actually kind of getting vague Superior Iron Man feels from it, which is not a bad thing in the slightest. I'm really starting to love this book. But the big thing about this issue is that the new Giant Man makes another appearance. For the first time, I think, since Ant-Man Annual, the one where he was originally introduced. For the first time since then, he's back. His name is Roz Moltrace or something? Yeah, Moltrace, Roz Moltrace. He's a pretty cool guy. Nothing really stands out like crazy about him, and nothing is super bad about him. He's just kind of there. I don't know, we haven't really been shown like what kind of guy he is yet. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. One thing I hope they don't do though is give him his own book. He definitely can't support that right now, and probably no one is gonna buy it anyway, so I hope he's just in the supporting cast of the Astonishing Ant-Man for now. Speaking of giving someone their own book though, give Pimtron a book. I want to see what he's up to. They haven't even touched on him in any other book as far as I know. They just like mentioned him in this one, and he showed up in another book, I think. So maybe they're gonna talk about him there. I don't know. I think it's Uncanny Avengers or something. I don't know. Point is, this book is picking up. Giant Man's cool. Yeah. Next up is Silk number 5, written by Robbie Thompson with art by Veronica Fish. Speaking of the art, I definitely think it's getting better from Tana Ford's art, who did the 3rd issue. Veronica Fish has done the last 2 issues, and she's no Stacey Lee, but it's getting there. It's getting better. I definitely like this a lot more than Tana Ford's art. I honestly just wish that Stacey Lee would come back to the book. I haven't checked solicitations to see if she is coming back soon, but she's honestly one of the reasons that I fell in love with the Silk book in the first place. As for the story, it's starting to pick up again, which is great, and I'm actually feeling pretty good about Silk's supporting cast now. I was a little worried about how they were throwing so many people into the book at once, but they're going on me. I guess just everyone kind of works pretty well together, and it's also really interesting to see JJJ's relationship with Analog, as he calls her. This issue is also setting Spider-Women up more, which I am super excited about, because, you know. And finally is Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat number 3, written by Kate Leth with art by Brittany Williams. I really kind of love this book. It's just a very silly slice of life kind of book, which is a great change of pace from all the other Marvel stuff that's going on, which is not really more serious, but more action-packed and kind of more superhero. That kind of stuff sometimes appeals to me, which is weird because I really love this book, but I don't like the Squirrel Girl book. I haven't checked out Howard the Duck, but from what I've read, little snippets, it's fine. Deadpool is not really slice of life, but it's in that vein of kind of silly, but it's silly superhero, and I haven't read much of the new Deadpool series, but from the old one, I kind of liked it. As for the art in this book, it's very webcomic-y, which can be a bad thing, but it can also be a good thing. I think it fits the tone very well of this comic, which is good. I'm just worried that it's gonna get bad, which would be very easy to do, especially since it's a webcomic kind of style, so just look out for that. I pretty much just didn't expect to like this book as much as I do, and I just hope that it doesn't go south, hope that it just keeps going north, you know, metaphors. So yeah, those are all the reviews that I got for this week. Be sure to tell me what you thought about your pulls, or what you thought about my pulls in the comments. And of course, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything that I upload every other Wednesday and every Friday. Once again, I'm Auram, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Next time, I discover that I've been living symbiotically with a bunch of bedbugs and then train them to do my bidding.